is your profile page. Do not call me fragile when you have that as your profile page. And that's what you look like in real life. Like, don't call me fragile. Don't claim that I'm the person who's got ego issues. Don't claim that I'm the one who's insecure. Don't claim that I'm the one who's got a problem. Don't claim that I'm the one who wants to pretend I'm X when I'm actually Y. Sure as hell don't claim that I'm the liar.
Want the context? He's claiming someone said the N-word or something like that.
Can someone go in there and tell them that they were threatening to grape my mother?
There's nothing.
Can someone go into Vogue's Live and tell them that they were threatening to grape my mother and Mac's mother? Tell them that those people were threatening to grape my mother and Mac's mother, and that they posted something in Craigslist for consensual non-consent.
The thing is, these things, you can never
Let's correct that record.
intellectual conversation with him unless you completely agree with him. You
Completely agree?
have to admit yes or no.
All right.
That
Well,
you completely agree with
I
him
think we need to start
before
reporting these
you can have an
lives.
intellectual conversation. And once you completely agree with him,
Because that hassle
he's
bitch.
not gonna listen to anything that you have to say anyway.
So if everyone can go over there and let them know.
To say something, I'm good. Conscience, I will bring you back up. I promise. I think Carlotta will
Okay,
come up
no
to say
problem, babe.
something really quickly.
Yeah,
Hold
no
on.
worries.
I do think it's fucked up after what Average Glover just said and just showed that people are giving Hasselblad shit for quote unquote weaponizing his.
Yeah, has he threatened to grape my mother?
This guy has lost all credibility in the 2 lives that I've been in.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you loser.
So, Carlotta, you were requesting to come up. I know that you have been respectful in the comments and whatnot, but I also know that, you know, my live's being streamed over the last couple of nights and stuff. I've tried to be fair to everyone. Irish was a mod.
This is Irish's girlfriend.
So, Carlotta, did you want to say something?
Hey guys, hey everybody. I ask that people have maybe a bit patience with me because English is not my first language, okay?
Perfectly fine.
So I wanted to say that I am a bit uncomfortable that this situation got escalated in this aspect.
Escalated? I thought I was fucking fantastic. Escalated?
Happened in your life because from what I follow you, your lives are basically just hanging out, as you said before, right? So what I wanted to say is this situation when Irish asked about the kids, this was in response. It was nothing about the N-word. It was nothing about this. So what happened was that in the minute before he started saying this stuff, he got to know that people created a Craigslist, a Craigslist announce to find the mom of Mac. I think maybe it's the mom of someone else, but I am like 99%.
Hold on. Who are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about what Average Glober showed now. This video.
Thank you.
Perfectly okay then. I forgot that. Oh shit.
No, I didn't even finish talking. Can I maybe finish talking? I will not monologue like Irish. I just wanted to say that this was because someone at that moment, if he found out that someone was made a Craigslist announce to grape the mom of Mac, his best friend. If someone would do this with one of your friends, wouldn't you all freak out? I would freak out.
Hold on. Who supposedly did this?
Context in the video.
Hold on. Who supposedly did this? I don't know.
Someone from Christie's side, apparently.
Yeah. So that's
are
not
you
what was in this video. This was about
Average
someone named
Glover.
Flurple or something like that. Flurple.
Okay.
Flurple.
Oh yeah. So no. This video of the kids that he wanted to say, I want to know the story, the school of the kids. This was not about Flurple.
That's where the video came from. So
That is not about Flurple, you
stuff
idiot.
that's not very TikTok friendly, but this is a 2-minute video. I only played a couple seconds, but he's telling people to unalive themselves if they're even part of this guy's server in this same video.
Yes,
and then hold on, then he goes on to say that it was because, and this was actually in a live that I joined with him, that he confirmed it. He said it's because
They're so stupid.
I don't want to be specific, but someone apparently said something, incredibly racist, very wrong. However, he took it too far by asking for children's school names, Facebook photos of family members. If he has a problem with that single person, that's great, but telling his entire server, his Discord server, to unalive themselves, that's not okay.
So these are two different instances. One instance is the Flurple instance, which was a response to him saying something about abortion and people using babies as a, how is it, a flashlight? I don't know the name of the, sorry, as I said, English is not my first language.
I think what we're gathering from what you've just said and what we saw from Average Glober is there is nothing on the face of this earth that would make anyone who is a grown adult say, let's find out their
Threatening to grape someone's parents?
where their kids are and where their wife is. Regardless of the context.
Maybe you cannot, but
Wait,
in my
I'll just play
opinion,
the part
it
of the
is
video
very.
that's safe.
Sorry, I didn't cut you. Can you please not cut me?
I really don't want us to go off the topic. This is him confirming what I'm talking about.
A racist fucking scumbag. Hey, Jazz.
Here, let me go farther.
Say that, by the way. For policing, I'll fucking say it with my.
This is Irish.
Purple has a server of racist fucking scumbags that you all are fucking.
All right. What he explains that they did is very graphic. I don't want to go into it, but this is all the same video. This is talking about some guy named Flurple. It has nothing, maybe it has to do with this Christie person. I don't know. I don't keep.
No, it doesn't
Irish,
have,
but
so
this
let
is a
me
different
explain.
I don't think we care about the context. This is what I'm trying to
Shocking they don't care about
Yes,
the
I
time.
know you guys don't care about the context, and that is the problem. We want
No,
to show you guys the context.
You cannot sit there and justify to any level-headed human grown adult that it's okay to target someone's children because you've had a disagreement and don't agree with what they have done.
But if you guys,
Children, I am sorry, there is no justification for that. And I've sat here quietly, but I'm not going to sit here and hear that.
Carlotta, there's no context that makes that okay. Absolutely
but you
zero.
guys didn't let me explain. But okay, if you guys don't let me explain and you guys will get mad at me, it's fine. I just wanted to bring the truth because I am kind of inside of the situation and I kind of know more than these people that just got to know right away because they don't like Irish, you know?
I never said I don't like Irish. In fact, to a degree, I've been defending a lot of what he's been doing.
I know. I'm not talking about you.
But yeah, I'm being sort of dragged through the mud about completely other situations that he runs lives on that I know a little bit about, but not everything about.
Carlotta, can I ask you a question?
Wait, Gatsel, can I say one thing? Carlotta, I specifically said at the last live yesterday, I liked what Irish was doing, or at least trying to do, and I liked the guy. I had no problem until he showed his true colors today and yesterday. Sorry, Hassan.
Carlotta, would you say it's fair that Irish's lives are about calling out people he believes to be
I agree, Shivity.
problematic, if not more?
So the thing is that you will kind of get the answer that you are not wanting from me because for me, social justice is very important. That's
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Carlotta's killing it.
Justice is a flag that we should hold on the highest mountain. I 100% agree. But my question to you is Irish's lives, at the very least, about calling out people that are problematic in his view?
No, I think that they start. I mean, I joined the group.
Come on. That's the entire content relation to everything he does. A lot of what he does, like, I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. What I'm saying is he does do good work when it's applicable, right, to people, and I don't take that away from him. But
That's not what has. Oh, sorry.
I will say that sometimes maybe some people get kind of emulsified into that recipe where they don't really belong in the ingredients.
Name one person.
And Carlotta, exactly what Vogue is saying is what I'm.
Name one person
to answer your question,
who I've gone against, who people want to defend.
You asked me whether his lives are all about calling people out. No, he also does great culture lives, and I think that he even started with this, with great culture lives, with Mac,
for sure.
I think 2 or 3 years ago.
And I'm behind. If somebody
Perpetuating
has
great
done
culture,
something
correct,
that is egregious and is worthy of being called out, I'm behind that. Always have been, always will be. Would you agree that if a photo is put up on Irish's live,
oh my God, hassle bitch, he is the most sensitive little man baby.
Hey, I want to
he wants his moment to be a victim because he was called sus.
According to him, although I've never heard him say it except in Vogue's live, this person is sus. I want to know more.
Oh no, you got called
sus.
sus.
Is that a negative connotation?
You called me a liar.
Have a right to be like, whoa, wait a second here. Why am I being called sus and want to know more?
It is genuinely shocking how soft this man is.
Unsafe for women, unsafe for children.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Culture, all of that stuff. Is that a fair?
I mean,
question.
The story, the phrase, "this guy is sus." This was just like I don't know the word in English to say. Probably it's not a joke.
I'll define it. It's a sweeping statement to say when you haven't gone to the person, the source, the person that you're suspicious about.
I went to the person multiple times.
What I want to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Vogue is not my friend. That is very clear based on what has happened today.
Lives. Think about people that come into his lives that don't necessarily know him and follow him on a regular basis. He does get...
Didn't you just want to put down the hatchet? Why am I throwing shade, Bubbles? Are you insane?
And it starts off about great culture. It starts off... He says, I don't know this person, but I want to know more. He's sus to me. What do
If this person arrived there and saw, oh, this guy is sus, and left,
oh my God,
and now has a completely opinion about you, I mean, what can I do, right? This is not a good person. But what was said, he just said, this guy is sus. I would look, I don't know what they said, I will look on this guy, onto this guy, I don't know. But he just said this and continue doing his stuff.
Okay,
you know?
But that doesn't answer my question on what would they think.
What would they think? They would... I don't know.
Do you think it's fair to say that person might think that the person that was sus might be unsafe for women, might be unsafe for children, and is a part of great culture and all of this other stuff without any other context? Because there was no other context given.
But I mean, wouldn't the person stay there and listen and see that it is not about you?
Sure. But would you agree that there was no other context given?
About what?
About me.
About you?
Yeah.
I mean, he just said once and then continued.
Okay, yeah, but so there was no context given. My photo remained up for the entirety of the live, except for when he was going through his screenshots, but then he would come back to it as his main background. He said... I don't know how.
This is the biggest little fucking man bitch I've ever seen.
Why he wants to know more, what he wants to know more about. Then Average Glober is in here showing that, hey, find out more information about XYZ in real life. We know that Peterson had letters sent to his school. So it's reasonable for me to sit here and say, wait a second, I'm being lumped in with something that I only had an opinion about. And now I have to worry about consequences in real life because there has been evidence to show that this actually happens in real life. I don't understand why I'm being labeled as someone who's being completely ridiculous and emotional and playing a victim when I actually do have concerns about what's going to happen in real life. And those are valid concerns. Like, if Irish only did stuff online and never had people send stuff to Peterson's school, never asked for children's names, I honestly don't care about the context.
It doesn't even. He is choreographed.
I'm going to go back in on my regular account to set some of this fucking record straight. These little soft bitches. Sorry, Richie, I just want to focus. When do I get to be a victim? It is insane, right? Like, I've never seen someone this fragile before. It's just, you know what it is? It's sus. Like, I don't understand. I literally said, you don't talk about me, I don't talk about you. That's option number one.
This is all from Irish in NYC.
Can I answer to Hasselblad, because that's who I was talking to?
Yeah, go ahead. But this is what he's referring to, just so we're aware.
No, that's not what he's referring to. He's referring to his picture.
Irish planning out attacks.
Can I please just talk to Hasselblad, Everett Glober, please?
Well, you were calling me a liar and accusing me in the comments too. I think I have rights to talk.
Okay, but if you want, I bring you here. In 5 minutes, I bring you screenshots of minors in your server. Let's not escalate. I just want to talk to Hasselblad.
Sure, it's not. Yeah, okay? Sure. It's not my server, but it's also not. Yeah, it's not restricted for minors.
But you have the name owner on it, and this is enough for me. But I want to continue the conversation. I really don't want to escalate.
Average, I'm going to respectfully ask you to just go on. Average, I'm going to respectfully ask you to now go on. Okay, enough.
Okay, so Hasselblad, what was the question again? Sorry, I forgot. I had ADHD.
So the entirety of my point.
I think I got whether it is. I'm sorry, I remember now. Whether people would be afraid. For example, when in your situation, whether it is reasonable that you would be afraid. If I would have had, for example, me, I am not afraid of anything doing anything for me because they would not find anything, right? And also you said that Irish can come on you and can try to find everything because he's not going to find anything. So why do you worry? Irish said already many times that it is not about you. He just wants to move on.
How would you respond if you found out someone who obviously takes umbrage with you, obviously at the very least thinks you're suspicious, obviously at the very least doesn't like you, was digging into everything simply because you said that guy's a liar and I don't trust his evidence? Would you be like, wait a second, this guy's trying to find out more about me? He's digging into social media. He's trying to find out where I live in real life. Would you have? I'm not saying Irish is actually trying to find where I live, but I am saying it is a plausible assumption on my part that could happen.
Yeah, but it is also a plausible assumption that, I don't know, that this kran that is here outside on the construction site is going to fall because of the high wind.
My goodness.
I mean, this type of
Carlotta,
stuff.
has he found out where people live in real life? Yes or no? Has he found out where Peterson went to school and had letters sent to that school that at least in part, triggered an investigation by the school into Peterson?
I mean, Peterson's information was everything online, right? On his Facebook and everything.
And I too have information online. We all have information online.
I don't.
No, wait.
At least not as
So
not,
in the
not that you can
U.S.,
reach here.
in the U.S., it is public record who owns a house, what the address is, when they bought it, how much they bought it for. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't make that private information. Anyone can go to my city hall and say, hey, I want to see records for X house. They can know my name, they can know my wife's name, they can know when we bought our house, what the address is, how much we paid for it. And once they have that information, in the US, you can find out a hell of a lot more. So yes, my information exists online. It is plausible for me to have concerns, not because I have done something wrong, but because Irish does this, because Irish has openly asked for more information. Before he even had my picture on his lives, he has asked for information on people. And then he has my picture on his live. I don't care if he said it once or a million times. He said he wanted to know more information about me. And that made me concerned. And I didn't know it until other people said, hey, Irish is talking about you, saying he wants to know more. And then they sent me video clips of it. And it's like, wait a second. When he says he wants to know more, this is what happens. He's going to find exactly zero.
I was told to announce to you that you're being streamed over on Irish's, and it's really popping off over there.
That's
Who
fine.
cares?
Hey,
That's fine.
everybody!
Good job, Carlotta. Popping off over here.
Joking,
What are you
joking.
talking about?
And Irish is in here saying I'm making it about me. No, you made this about me, Irish. You made
Okay.
this about me.
So can we agree that no one wants to talk about you and no one is coming for you and we just want to move on?
Carlotta, how do I know that when Irish had me on his live saying, I want to know more about Hasselblad? Does that sound like someone who isn't making it about Hasselblad and doesn't want to know more about me?
And Carlotta, with all due respect, you guys, Irish has a lot of people who just follow him around to different lives for whatever reason. Him saying that, well, you might think, yeah, he wasn't directly saying, look into him. You know, I know, Hasselblad knows his followers are going to do that.
I think that you guys
Let's
don't
not be
know.
naive, please.
No,
It's
look,
plausible but deniability on his end. But go ahead.
Look, Irish has a lot of people that follow him, and he does not have control on these people that are distant from him. The people that are close. Can I finish, please?
They
The people
cannot
that are close
not
to him
interrupt.
and that are, for example, in his servers and that watch his lives and that are there watching. He says, "People, I don't want anybody to do this. Please, if you are going to do this, disassociate with me." It can be that people that just show up there on the live that don't know who Irish is and that they see that data that they want to make justice themselves. For example, in Planet Peterson stuff, I, as a mom, as someone that...
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say that Irish asked me to stop doing what I wanted to do because this was not... I shouldn't do it. I wanted to report to the school myself because me as a mom, I was very worried for those kids that are there. And he said to me, please don't do it.
Yeah, because that's problematic.
Because it is not fair. And Irish is saying
so
that
Carlotta, so you do admit that Irish knows when he holds these lives, whatever he says leads to people doing things, right? That's something that Irish knows.
I mean, how can you control people who come
I'm not asking
alive?
if he can control it. I'm asking, does he
doesn't
know?
No,
Well, then why did he tell you not to do it?
Because I told him.
Okay, so he
And I
does
told
know that
everybody.
his words, Carlotta, listen to what you're saying.
Yes, I
And
am
then
listening
listen to what I'm saying. So you told Irish that based on what he has done, it was going to lead to you taking action in real life. Now, he told you not to do it.
No. Based on what I saw, I said to him, look, me as a mom, I feel like I need to do this. And then he said, "Don't
you're
do it."
missing my point. You're missing my point.
No,
Based
I
on
think
what
that you are
you
missing
saw,
my point.
Carlotta, listen to what I'm saying fully, please. Based on what the evidence that Irish brought forth and Irish showed to you, it led to you wanting to take action in real life. You went to Irish and said, I'm going to take action in real life. So now Irish knows that what he does on TikTok leads to people doing things. He then, as you admitted, said only once and then let it drop and never had any other communications about me on his live. I want to know more about Hasselblad.
Guys, I'm gonna go back.
His words.
What do you think? Should I go back?
His screenshots lead to people taking action.
Should I go back?
If he says, I want to know more about Hasselblad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Meet me over there. Guys, flood the comments with accurate information.